let's bring to you FC Dallas keeper Maarten Paes. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys too.
So we got a lot of soccer stuff we need to get to, but first of all, what the heck are we going to do to fix the Dallas Mavericks?
It's a good question. First of all, I think good recovery center for everyone who's injured right now. I think if we can get some bigs back for defense, that will be helpful. I think like missing your both starting centers and your starting fours in PJ and Anthony Davis too. It's hard to win games if you can't defend, right? So I hope some of these big guys come back soon and can protect the rim.
I know it was difficult to lose Luka, but did you see a vision for what they wanted to accomplish when all these guys are healthy?
It's for me, it's tough. Like I lived next to the stadium for 3 years, and to be honest, outside of football, I think Luka was the first jersey I bought.
Oh man.
And big fan, and took me some days to recover from it. But then, I got excited from the first half when AD was playing against the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we all got excited, and we saw a vision back then. But then, when he gets hurt, and especially I was at the game against the Sacramento Kings, and then what happened with Kyrie, it's sad to see, especially after such an enjoying season last year. We got to lick our wounds, and hopefully they can make a miraculous way back into the playoff contention. But
that's the spirit.
Not looking very good. It doesn't look very good.
So last year on FC Dallas night for the Rangers, because we're about to obviously start the Rangers season, you threw out the first pitch without us presenting any video evidence. How did you do with the first pitch?
Yeah, it was my second year in a row. This time I did it from the mound. The time before that I did it in front of the mound, and 2 times I got a nice strike. So that was amazing. I have to say I was more nervous than being out of the pitch, because you do something that's not comfortable for you. But and if you've been there, you know they make you a little bit nervous before you do it. They show you like 50 Cent and Stephen A. Smith and everyone who messed up once. But luckily I got it over the plate together with Musa this time, which was really nice to do this together. And it was a really, really fun night.
If the first pitch would have gone badly, would you have started pointing out defenders right in front of you and been like, that was your fault that happened?
Maybe Beasley, right? That's the guy who catches it always. I should have catched it. No, but you're stuck there on your own, and he's an amazing guy always, and he gives you a lot of confidence. So I don't think there's anyone else to blame then.
I am glad you said that, because every year when we show up to spring training, Beasley runs up and gives us a big hug, and it's one of the coolest things because he is such a nice man.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy, and every time we are there, he takes well care of us, so that's great.
Now, for people who aren't familiar, you've been entrenched as the keeper here for a while, like the starting keeper for a while, but you just now have moved over to number 1. Is that right? And can you explain why it kind of took a minute?
Yeah, so when I came here, they had a club legend in Jimmy Moore here, who was here I think for more than 5 years. And I just wanted to really respect him, because he always treated me with a lot of respect, and he had number 1. So I was like, when I came very late in preseason, and then there was only a couple of numbers left. And then I chose 30, and Jimmy was here for the 3 years prior to this. So I was like, well, just to stick to the winning formula, right? And then Jimmy left this season to Houston Dynamo, and then I was like, well, I'm also wearing the number 1 at my national team right now, so I got to link those up, and it's easier for the marketing and for my signatures and everything. So let's make that happen.
How much does it mean to be playing for the Indonesian national team?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's a great honor to my grandmother who passed away last year, and I think if you watch our games, it's a surrealistic experience. Like next month, or this month actually, I will play in Australia, in Sydney, and then at home against Bahrain in front of 80,000 plus people. So yeah, that's a super cool experience. Also great to see a little bit of the world, see different cultures, being involved in different cultures, and learn a lot from it as a person as well. So yeah, it's a really, really cool experience.
Talking with Maarten Paes right here on 105.3 The Fan. Now, are you able to navigate Indonesia without being mobbed by people? Because we hear that you're quite the popular person in Indonesia.
Yeah, that's quite impossible, I think. Yeah, well, it's incredible, of course, to get that support, but sometimes I'm getting a little bit awkward from it. So
do you have a motorcade? Do you have like a bunch of cars that you travel? Like you travel like in a motorcade with security and stuff?
Yeah. So in Jakarta, I always got a police escort to drive me everywhere, and then and on the airports, I always got like security with me as well. So. But sometimes it doesn't work really well because even the security wants to get the pictures, and then it's like everyone is gonna mob. But yeah, that's just a really, really cool experience there, and everyone is like super friendly. So I never had really bad experiences from it. It can just if you want to get somewhere on time, it can just delay it a little bit. But I always smile, and I always want to give people a memory that they can have, and then. Yeah, because I've been young, and I've been long in a waiting for a signature or a photo, and then I'm like, yeah, if it's possible, I always stop by and do it as much as possible.
Now, obviously, I get you would have loved to come out of the first two games of the season with 2 victories, but to go 1-0-1 with both of those matches being on the road, how have you felt about these first 2 games?
I think I feel really positive about these first 2 games. Last year we had in total 9 points on the road, and now with 2 games in, we're already almost at the half of that. Colorado is a very, very difficult away team to play at in the altitude. My first 3 years at FC Dallas, we always lost there. And I think since 2014, Dallas haven't won there. And yeah, of course, winning in Houston is an amazing start. Also for the coach who's from Houston, to get your first MLS win in the Texas Derby is amazing. And then you always look like how's the team is going to respond after that great victory. And yeah, we had a good mental task in going down 2-0. Yeah, a little bit unlucky, I think, with some fluky goals. But then we showed some great spirit, came back, even were leading for a while, and then unlucky we couldn't get that victory over the line. But still, I think a point is it's a good start, 4 points, and now home openers coming this Saturday, and super excited to show the fans that perspective in real life.
Yeah, we're excited about it too as well. Before we let you go, Maarten, the FIFA World Cup has said for the first time ever they're going to have a halftime show in the final. Do you think they should have a halftime show? Who should perform, or do you think they should just let little kids out there and let them play?
I was thinking a lot about who's going to be the Super Bowl next year.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe it will be good because it's Mexicans and U.S. and Canada, and right now I think Bad Bunny is one of the biggest artists in the world, so yeah. I think I wouldn't be surprised if there will be type of Bad Bunny. And I really like Dua Lipa as well. I think she has some really good songs. So
Same.
Maybe a little bit of a combination between Dua Lipa and Bad Bunny. I don't know.
Maybe we can get Becky G out there or something like that too.
That would be amazing. I know her very well as a person, and she's amazing, and she deserves everything. So awesome. Let's hope it.
That's awesome. Well, you are amazing as a person as well. The home opener Saturday, Toyota Stadium against Chicago, 7:30 p.m. If people want to go out there, hang out in Frisco, watch the undefeated FC Dallas. Thank you very much for your time, good sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.